What's up, guys? Welcome back to the MontyVerse. We are here to check out the brand new trailer or special look from Marvel Studios The Thunderbolts, released today at D23 Brazil. Nikki, are you ready?
I'm ready. I love the first trailer, and I can't wait to see what this has.
Good, because we're starting now.
Oh, America's so big. You ever drive through Oklahoma? It's so flat.
You got a convoy approaching fast. Step on it.
Damn, so this is like a whole scene.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Come on, baby.
Okay, a bit faster, please.
Oh.
Lexi!
Okay, don't worry. Engaging defensive measures.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Luca, shield!
Awkward.
Oh, nice!
What kind of bullets is he shooting? Oh!
Is that Bucky?
It's a Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
That guy is so cool.
I mean, he's not wrong.
No.
Oh my god. He is very cool.
Oh.
That's what I talk about!
That's not good.
No, it's not.
I really hope that, like, him and Walker continue there.
Okay, that was interesting.
All the monumental fights that happened exactly here where you're standing.
Wow, it's Avengers Tower,
the place
okay.
wasn't cheap, but it's got good optics. Look at you. You are all so adorable.
Eat shit, Valentina.
Oh! Oh, wow.
The assignment is... Oh, wait, hang on.
Oh god, she seems very depressed.
Yeah.
Assignment is complete.
Why does she have a hamster or a gerbil or guinea pig?
What kind
wants
of
a
super serum did
companion?
you get?
I don't know, regular. Hydra.
Hydra. Oh, fancy.
Who is this old Santa?
The red guardian.
What?
That's a
Everyone here
good
has done bad things. Shadow ops. Contract kills.
And you, former Red Room assassin. God only knows the blood on your hands.
Pretty ludicrous coming from the dime store Captain America.
I'll have you know, I was actually the official Captain America, so.
Yeah, for like 2 seconds.
Hashtag not my Captain America.
I feel like that would apply to pretty much everyone.
It's getting so tense in here.
Who are you?
I'm Bob.
Just Bob.
We're just drifting. And we don't have purpose. You can't escape the past.
So you can either do something about it now,
Oh!
or live with it forever.
So what, do we all just punch and shoot?
That's basically all of their powers.
Can't call ourselves that.
Thank God.
Thunderbolts. It's a cool name.
I'm so curious why the asterisk is there.
I know. I feel like gave a little indication, but not really.
It almost seems like they're gonna have two names, right?
Yeah, because that was the implication to where they were probably hashing them out.
It's probably like someone else's name in universe.
Yeah, and they're like, we can't use
And
that.
he's like, yeah, we're the Thunderbolts, and Bucky's like, we can't use that. We're gonna get sued. And maybe they take a new name. Maybe they're become the Dark Avengers.
Maybe.
Possibly.
It is funny because as the letters were getting typed out, I was waiting for the asterisk, and I just knew it would be a ding. I knew that was happening.
Like a little typewriter ding.
Yes.
Like the little ding. I really love this trailer.
That was really great because I was worried that it was gonna just be a whole scene, but then once I realized that the cuts were going really fast, I was like, no, there's no way that's how it plays out.
This is a 3-minute and 40-second trailer, almost 4 minutes of mostly new footage.
Yes.
From this movie, which to me seems like they're very confident about it. They want people to see the product.
Absolutely. And I think it's stuff that we are still kind of expecting that kind of was hinted at in the first trailer, but seeing it unfold in this way and building off on it with the humor, with the action, and they kind of did, I don't want to compare it to Suicide Squad because I want to hold this in higher regard, but I like the way that they kind of did these glimpses at all of them.
Yeah, I don't think it's Suicide Squad-esque at all. If anything, it reminds me more of the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
It's more in the vein of like James Gunn's Suicide Squad movie. So what I really noticed is right away the score in that first scene is fantastic. I don't know who's doing. Do you know who's doing the score for this? Either way, I think it's gonna be really another memorable Marvel score for these characters. I really love that. I love the incorporation of like jukebox music. It feels almost very grunge, like very 90s alternative rock.
Yeah.
Which I love because that's kind of the aesthetic that this movie, like visually, is going for.
Mm-hmm.
It has this very gritty, dirty look to it, and all the colors are muted, and that's something I really noticed and liked about this trailer.
Yeah, because I think that's kind of the general aesthetic and tone that they're trying to convey with this, because that's kind of the best way to describe these characters. They're not pretty. They're not the stereotype.
I was just about to say, it's great visual storytelling because it shows this is not... It doesn't have that same, like, MCU glint, like that clean blue MCU tint to it. Mm-hmm. It's very dirty because this is us entering the gray area. This very murky, dirty water to play with these hooligans, these ruffians.
That said, you bring up the color blue, and her eyeliner popped out so blatantly to me.
Because I think it's supposed to show that Yelena is in two worlds. Mm-hmm. She's lived this life, but she doesn't want to live it anymore. I think that after the events of Hawkeye, she's kind of directionless. She's just going through the motions of her existence.
Yeah, like she's taking on the jobs with Val, but it's not something that she's actively enjoying.
Yeah, I don't think she's ever really, like, fully come to terms with Natasha's death. Mm-hmm. We saw her kind of dive into the revenge subplot of Hawkeye.
Yeah.
And that was her driving purpose for a while, to kill Hawkeye, because he was the one who killed his her sister. Mm-hmm. And once she found out, like, oh, that's not what happened, it's like she's depressed, she's directionless, she has to face the fact that sometimes people just die.
Yeah.
And there's no revenge to have. There's no vengeance to have.
And what she's doing is pretty much the only thing she's ever known in her life.
Yeah, and I love that she's going to be our POV character interacting with all these other characters that we know for a fact are not 100% black and white villains.
Absolutely.
Especially like the complex characters of John Walker and Ghost from Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah, I was going to say got way more in this trailer.
I love how they're holding back on Taskmaster. Because that's a character that I know me personally and a lot of other fans were really disappointed with the portrayal in Black Widow. It strayed so far away from the essence of the character that it was kind of just another... It was Taskmaster in name only, essentially. So I really hope we get some redemption, and we get Antonia being a more... a bigger villain, like a more... what's the grandiose, like...
Yeah, more prominent.
Yes.
Because that's the thing, I don't think it was Olga Kurylenko's fault. I think it was just the writing.
She popped in for like a minute.
Yeah. So I think it was interesting that there was no focus. They didn't even do a face reveal like they did with Ghost.
Yeah.
So that makes me feel like there will probably be like a moment or a couple moments.
I want the character to be more like Tony Masters in the comics, like more talkative, more quippy, more just sarcastic. That's kind of what I'm looking for in terms of Taskmaster. I'm really worried about Bucky because the trailer went out of its way to show us how cool he is, and he has some amazing moments.
Yes.
Because unlike these ragtag wannabe heroes, he's an actual hero. He's essentially an Avenger.
Yeah.
Officially. So to see him come in and expertly like take down those 3 vehicles with no problem whatsoever in the coolest way possible.
Yeah.
And then to see him like flip trucks in the trailer with one arm.
Yeah.
And to do all these cool feats, I'm really worried that he's going to be the standout character only to die at the end and motivate the team. Because Bucky needs to be with Sam. Why tease us with their amazing chemistry in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, only for them not to cross paths? They're both going to be in movies next year.
Yeah.
And as far as we know, they're not going to interact with each other, which is just a real shame because I really love that dynamic.
I do too, because I think that was definitely one of the highlights of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I don't want to think about it either, so we could maybe rest easy for now that it's not really confirmed, but...
The second mystery in this trailer is Bob.
Yes.
Bob Reynolds. In the comics, we know him as the Sentry. I'm really curious how they're going to incorporate the Sentry into the MCU. When I tell you this character is insanely powerful, he's essentially one of the many Superman equivalents in the Marvel Universe. I'm curious how they're going to tackle the Void. I'm curious if they're going to do the Sentry origin from the comics, where he has existed in this universe since the beginning.
Yeah.
But it would be so clever for them to do that, and then to refilm scenes from like the Avengers, or insert him into scenes from like the Avengers or Thor or like all of these different movies, and to be like, oh, I've been here from the beginning. We just had to make you forget about me. Which is why I loved it in the comic books, because for as good as the Sentry is, the Void is equally as evil. So without spoiling too much, I'm really, really curious and excited to see how they handled that introduction. Because especially in a movie where, like Yelena said, most of these people, all they do is punch really hard and shoot guns.
Yeah, no, everything that you told me after the first trailer came out, I thought was super fascinating about Sentry. And I think that's all the more interesting. They really didn't show us anything new.
They're playing close to the chest.
But I think that's smart, though, because for all the stuff that we feel like we can predict, like with Bucky and with everything else, with how it plays out, if there's any semblance of a surprise they can give, I would like that. But knowing the possibilities is still equally interesting.
Yeah, either way, I'm excited. If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our latest content. If you want to check out our other reactions, click the link on the page. Until next time, guys, stay versed.